Welcome back to Grady's Garage. So in today's video, we're going to be going and picking up a Facebook Marketplace find. As you can see, I've already got the trailer hooked up to the truck. So obviously you're going to see by the title what this is, but for those who may or may not, we're going to leave it a little bit of a surprise. So we're going to go pick it up, we're going to come back, we're going to drop it off. I've got a couple other places to go run. I need to go run to buddy's house and go pick up a pressure washer. That way we can clean it while we're at it, and we'll dig into it a little bit more. So I will see you guys in just a second after I go grab it, drop it back off, and then we're going to talk about it. So I've done a few Facebook Marketplace finds before, but haven't really recorded any of them. And just to clarify, this is the first real piece of equipment that I bought, so to speak. In this case, it being a lawnmower. I do plan on buying way more in the future, but that would be much later on, especially once I get my shop built and I have some more funds rolling in to be able to fund all of this kind of stuff. This is just one of the first that I've bought with some form of hydraulics on it. And honestly, I'm really eager to start learning about hydraulics and how all of it works and just getting my hands dirty in all of it. So expect to see some more videos on that, hopefully in the future. Alright, so what exactly did I go on Facebook Marketplace and go buy? I bought this guy. This is a 1999 X-Mark, supposedly a lazy boy, 60-inch heavy-duty deck, zero-turn mower. So picked this thing up for about $1,500. Which I know some people are going to look at me funny and be like, why'd you pay so much for that old of a mower? Well, it's got just under 500 hours, which, if you ask me, for this model, it's not bad. Now, it does have what looks like an oil leak up underneath it, or at least over here. I'm not entirely sure yet, but got to get it cleaned off first, which is why I got the little pressure washer out. Got to get it cleaned up to kind of dig further into it, but I'm hoping we can make a couple little videos on this. As you can see, I did kind of test cut with it. Cut's great. It does bog just a hair, but realistically, not really. It was going great until I mowed over a steel cable. I got to get up under there and get that untangled, but that's my own mistake, and we're learning from it. So, without further ado, I will go ahead and get this thing cleaned off, and then we will jump back on this and, see what we need to do. All right, so we got it cleaned up for the most part. Got a lot of that grime off. She is looking a whole lot better, as you can obviously tell. I went ahead and took the time to fix my mistake. That's all the steel cable. That's about 3/8, maybe 1/4 inch steel cable that I accidentally sucked up into this mower. Whoopsie daisy. Let's see if we can get a quick start. Now, she does have an exhaust leak, which I am going to fix in the future. Parking brake does work. I actually need to adjust these guys, these load support for the blade. They're way too low. So, then I got a bolt up here. So, anyway, I'm going to get those adjusted. And then I'm going to take it on, I'm going to go mow for about another 5-10 minutes, let it really warm up, get hot. We'll bring it back over here and check for leaks. So I went and mowed with it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Disregard my shaky hand on this. I noticed a couple things first off. Obviously, I put it through my leaf test, which seems weird because you guys have never seen me do any of this stuff. So you're probably wondering what a leaf test is. Well, obviously we have plenty of leaves here, except for the trash, and I basically would run back over and consistently pile up leaves and run them back over to kind of see how this thing would handle it. It does bog down a little, but I will admit it did not stop running at all. Now, another thing I noticed is that the fuel filter does not seem to want to stay full, so I'm thinking that maybe the fuel system needs to be reprimed or something of that nature, so we'll dig into that later. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to let this kind of sit for a little while, let anything leak out or drip, and then we can catch it from there. But other than that, I mean, except for this exhaust leak that is very apparent and kind of sounds like crap, we're going to somehow have to fix that. I don't know how yet, but once we get that fixed, it'll sound better, first off. But then we just got to find, if it's got hydraulic leaks, all that kind of stuff. After that, I'm going to do some research online, see if I can get an owner's manual for this or a service manual, because we're going to look up oil filter, hydraulic filter, if it's got one. I'm going to replace that inline fuel filter. We're going to replace fuel line. We're going to go ahead and just do a deep clean on this thing and get it back to where it's supposed to be versus where it is right now. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing fires up. When you let it sit for a day or two, you do need to pull the choke and full throttle it, which that's pretty typical. A lot of people tell me otherwise. Now, when it comes to the side chute, I am going to probably make some sort of flapper or something of that nature to where it doesn't spit as far. Whether it just be a down chute that just kind of blocks it from just flying away. I don't know yet. But so far, from using this mower, I do like it. As you can see, commercial 60. Found a good number of placards and all that. And look, it even shows you a spindle diagram for the rollers. Well, that's convenient, because pretty much all these rollers are, I know this front one up here is blown out. That one's going on its way. That one's good. That one's, yeah, that one's good. So we will continue to slowly make progress on this thing. I'll post you guys up because I am going to take, a little bit of a breather, spend some family time and other stuff like that. But if you guys have any questions regarding this, by all means, please ask away. I think I got a killer deal, and I'm really hoping this thing treats me well until I can finally pass it on to the next person, because that's what this originally was for. Because as you guys know, I've got not one, but 2 tractors that I, can do whatever with. I can finish mow with it, bush hog with it, etc., etc. So this will be actually a gift for someone in the family. I'm not going to give specifics, obviously, but they got some property, and that's what we're going to be doing with this. So no, I'm not doing a buy and flip. If anything, I'm doing a buy and gift, which this is something that they wanted, and I was more than obliged to find something, fix it up for next to nothing, and get them cutting grass. Now, I will be honest, I am a little jealous because I think I got a really good deal on this. This being a commercial grade, heavy duty deck, 60-inch cut is what I wanted. This is like the ideal what I would want for a big, large property. So I'm really going to sit with them and discuss it and see, do they want this or do they need something smaller or bigger? Because if they need something bigger, we're going to get that old girl fixed up, and we're going to find them a 3-point finishing mower like I have, and we're going to get them hooked up with that. So anyway, I will catch you guys in the next episode of this. Next episode will be troubleshooting all the wires. We'll probably be doing fluid changes, probably doing oil changes. We're going to get that exhaust fixed, and we're just going to check every and anything and see what all we need. We'll get a list together and go from there. So thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to comment, ask away. I don't feel like you can't. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you guys want to see more of this stuff, by all means, make sure you share with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.